Alright guys, this is a second TV I'm going to be working on today. Since the first one we were lucky enough to get it repaired relatively fast. So here's the second TV. It's a Samsung Plasma. It's 51 inch. It's actually a 3D TV. The problem with this one, I've had it for a little bit. I believe it was a problem with the moisture since I've plugged it in back in the day. Couple months ago when I got it, and there were quite a few sparkles coming out, so I believe that some moisture got into the some parts of the TV. Maybe the power source, the power supply board is malfunctioning. What I'm going to be looking in today, I'm going to take off the back of the TV and I'm going to test it out, see if there's any changes. If it dried out, maybe there was some moisture problems and right now they've gone, or maybe there is a power supply that's burned and needs to be replaced. So that's what I'm going to be looking in, and let's take a look at the stats of the TV, at the actual model number, and here we go. It's a plasma display. The model number is P like Peter, N as Nancy, 51, F like Frank, 8500. So here we go, we got it. Here's a closer look. I hope you guys can see. And let's mount the camera back on our tripod and remove the back of the TV. Give me a second. Here we go. Alright, we got a good shot? Yes, we do. Alright, so continue. As in our previous video, we're going to have a little reservoir, a little container that we're going to put in all the screws so we don't lose any screws. Let's do it. This TV has much more screws than 39 inch, since this is a plasma and it's much heavier, first of all. Second of all, it's bigger by the size and it's a 3D TV, so it definitely might have a couple extra components that LED TVs don't carry. I have not worked on a 3D TV. I have not worked on a 3D TV before, so that's going to be my first 3D TV to repair. Wish me good luck, and follow me on my journey. The journey of repairing TV. This TV is equipped with a camera in the front as well. Hopefully we can see it in action when the TV is working. It should come out automatically. Alright, I believe I got all the screws. Let's remove the panel and observe what are we dealing with. Alright, so we're gonna have to remove these big bolts, the mounting bolts for the bracket if you want to hang the TV. This is the bolts you want to install on the back of your TV and mount a bracket on it. So I'm removing 4 of them, and let's take a look. Make sure there's no attached components, and I think we're good to go. Okay, so in this TV I can see there's quite a few boards and they're much bigger than the previous TVs, so This is a power board. This looks like a control board. Maybe actually the main board. Yes, so that's the main board that controls all the components. Probably X and Y board or whatever they call them. Camera connection right here. This is the boards that illuminate the TV. They're located on the sides. And that's what I'm observing. There's a speaker here, lots of space here. Not sure why. Maybe newer TVs will come with more options and then keeping that space for that. Alright, so let's visually inspect what we're dealing with. Let's see if we have any damages on the boards, maybe some burned transistors, resistors, or fuses that we can observe. Here's the one fuse. I'm going to pull it out. See if it's a good condition fuse. I cannot see through it, but it doesn't look burned. Keep it put it back in. Let's see what do we have here. I don't see any damage here. I'm wondering where the sparkles were coming when I first plugged in this TV. But as far as I can see, it doesn't look like anything is standing out as a damaged component. That would be the first thing that I would recommend to do, is to check all the connectors to make sure everything is connected and plugged in. In my case, I know that this is not the issue, but I'm still gonna first check all the connectors to make sure that everything is plugged in and none of them are damaged. Okay, looks like everything seems to be in normal condition, but in a lot of cases you will not be able to observe some burned out or bulged transistor resistor, because it's hard to guess unless you know what you're dealing with, what the problem is. It's really hard to guess what could be wrong, and there's a lot of components on this TV that could go wrong. So to start my testing of the TV, I'm going to plug it in and see if we're going to have some result, if there's anything coming on, and from there we'll see if what our next step are going to be. What is our next step is going to be? Okay, here's our power cable. Here's our connection, and I've purchased specifically an extension with a safety, so in case something goes wrong, the extension would kick it back, turn it off, and prevent it from burning. So let's try it out. Wish me good luck. Alright, we don't have any sparks. That's already a good sign. I don't hear no sound, so the TV is not turning on. And I'm looking for a reset button. It's usually somewhere on the main board or control board. And I do not see one as of yet, so if there is none of those reset buttons available to try to reset the TV, then my next step would be to try to turn it on with the remote control, or any other buttons that might be connected. Alright, Am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay, where are our controls? They're not on this side, so let's slide it a little bit forward. And let's see if we have any controls on this side. Okay, so the power button light is off. And that tells me that the issue might be with the power supply board that is not working. Okay. Based on my previous experience with this TV, it might be a power supply board that burned. There is an option A and option B. Option A would be to try to swap the power supply board from my other TV that I have, which hopefully fits. And option B would be to disconnect this TV, place it sideways. Actually, no, it's not gonna work since I realized the power light is not on, so definitely we're not gonna have a remote control working. I have a remote, and I'll try right now to see. Yeah, there's no reaction. It doesn't look like the remote will help us. TV is off. All right. I guess I'm going to take a break and I'm going to remove a back panel from my other TV, which I'll show you is right here on this side. I have a 50-inch TV, Samsung. It's not a 3D TV, but I hope that the power supply board could be used to test this one. So I'll take a break. I'll mount the camera back on a tripod and record the removal of the panel of other TV, and we'll try to replace the power supply board, see if it works. So I'll take a break for now and I'll see you in the next one.